Hi everyone, this is Ted from Ted Loves Bikes. I wanted to share with you a long-term review of the excellent Panaracer DriverPro tires. These are tires that I feel don't get enough attention. I think they're kind of unique in the marketplace. I've had these tires on for about 9 months. I replaced the rear one. Typical of most tires, the rear wears out faster than the front due to the additional stress on the rear tire in terms of more weight on it. The stress is from the drivetrain. I primarily rode these tires on gravel roads that had quite a bit of climbing on them. I logged the mileage and distance. I did about 150,000 feet of climbing with these tires during this time, and it's about 900-ish miles. Primary trails, they're dry, dusty, and somewhat ruddy gravel trails. Sometimes I rode in the mud. These tires were ridden on my Poseidon Redwood. They are 27.5-inch diameter and 2.6-inch width tires that I run at extremely low pressures, run tubeless. And by extremely low, I did a lot of experimentation to find out what would work the best for me. Now, this depends completely on your riding style, where you ride, how much you weigh, a lot of factors. So take this with a grain of salt. I weigh about 155 pounds. The bike is about 28, 27 pounds, something like that. I run the rear tire at 12 PSI and the front at 11 PSI. And I find that to be the best compromise in terms of traction, comfort, and speed. Here on the left, you can see the old tire, and on the right's the brand new one. I think where I made a mistake was changing these too early. And I say that because I ride these at such low pressures that the tire kind of molds to the ground, and even though the center got worn out quite a bit, there's quite a bit of traction from the sides due to the deformation of the tire on the ground. I rarely get any kind of spinning of the rear tire while I'm climbing in particular, which tends to put a lot of torque on the tire itself. I noticed very little difference between the new and the old tire, so I'm going to run them a lot further next time in terms of the tread going down. I think I could get almost close to being bald in the center tread next time. I'll do that and I'll report back when the time comes on that. I find these tires are fantastic for the type of riding I do. These tires are great in that they're lightweight, they're fast. They seem to be really fast on pavement, so I don't get a lot of the chatter that you get with really knobby tires. I don't do a whole lot of pavement riding, but I've used this on bike packing trips where it's mostly pavement until you get onto the gravel, and they ride just great. These are by far my favorite tires for the application that I have here. If you're looking for something for your rigid mountain bike or gravel bike that you want to ride with wide tires and run at low pressures, I think these are fantastic tires. I'm going to continue to make these videos because I think I've learned a lot about this sort of niche that I don't see a lot of people doing in terms of riding a rigid mountain bike / gravel bike with drop bars at low tire pressures and wide gearing. Just a really simple bike that you can focus much more on riding as opposed to so much on gear. It's not a really expensive bike, so I don't feel terrible about really abusing it, getting the most I can out of it. So if that's something you're interested in, or you have this bike, please continue watching these videos. I'm going to keep pumping them out until I find that I got everything dialed in the way I like it. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.